Our next performer is just as inspiring and incredible. A friend of mine, about a year ago, sends me a Facebook message about this guy. And it's a Kickstarter campaign that he's got going on with a video. I'm not going to ruin too much of the surprise because he's going to perform today for us. But let's just say it was a powerful experience watching that video. It struck me to the core, what he had been through, and just the quality of this guy as a performer. You're going to see him perform in a moment. But first, Sarah will introduce him.
So we are going to have Trevor Mills perform with some of the Kitsilano secondary students. I also saw the video. Brent sent it to me after it really struck a chord with him, and it brought me to tears. Trevor was born and raised in Vancouver and is a powerful storyteller and hip-hop artist. 2 years ago, he lost his older brother to suicide after a 6-year battle with addiction and mental health challenges. His most recent album, Evidence of a Struggle, was inspired by this tragedy. Through his music, Trevor's raised over $25,000 for mental health initiatives in BC. Recently, Trevor shared stages with the likes of Rich Homie Quan and Grammy-winning rap group Bone Thugs and Harmony. Through his work as an MC and community activist, he remains committed to finding brighter pathways for all of those who are impacted by mental health. Welcome, Trevor, and the Kitsilano secondary students.
Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, when you're spending on mental health, you're investing in mental wealth. The system, it seems, is everyone for themselves. Now, I can say that for certain because I've been there myself. Dodged a couple bullets just to get here myself. But looking out now puts a smile on my face, because for the past couple years, I was screaming in space. The louder I yelled, the more that it swelled, and all I was hoping for was someone would help. Identify the symptoms, start treating the source. Now I got a memories and a cremated corpse. Is that something you feel? Should I apologize when I rap that real? Cause I packed that steel, pulled myself back before my fate got sealed? Don't feel whole, just one in my soul. Cause losing him, that's like losing my limbs. The setup right now isn't set up to win. My heart was shattered and every memory gathered is scattered across the sky like stars in dark matter. Applause. After the pause, that was the outcome. What was the cause? Threats, debts, a genetic predisposition, a fascination with death? Well, if we know that, what's the next logical step? The paradox is how you treat the untreatable. How is that feasible? I suppose it's not reasonable if I rhyme to your reasons, but your reasons don't rhyme right. Because for the past 3 years, my family's been living in hindsight, reading under a blind light, watching a slow motion car crash because Doc's waited for when the time's right. That don't work for me. That only caused hurt for me. I know he wasn't easy, but my brother is worth the work for me, and your family is worth the work for me. So roll up your sleeves and get down with the dirt for me, because nothing but action is going to dilute the hurt for me. Thank you, y'all. I got to say how impressed I am with everyone that came out today and how much courage and strength it shows for all the young people to come out and all the adults that made that happen today. So huge round of applause for everyone that came out today. I got to say how much it warms my heart to do that and to be asked to come out here. Now, 3 years ago, my brother, his life tragically ended after a 6-year struggle with mental illness. Now, ever since, my family and friends, we've been determined to make the best we can out of that situation. Now, that piece I just read, that's about my brother being worth the work. Now, there's someone else that's here that's worth the work, and that's you. And you need to be worth it to yourselves. Now, that means that your feelings matter, that you're worth helping, and that you matter. Just like all the people that are important to you, you're important to them. Now, there's going to be times at home, at school, or when you're with your friends that something's going to happen. Something's going to set you off. It could be anything. It could be an insult. It could be people laughing at you. It could be being left out of something. Now, you may not show it inside, but something may not be right. Now, that moment will come and go, but those feelings can sometimes stick with you. Now, here's where that work part comes in, where being worth the work comes in. It's admitting to yourself that something's bothering you, that sometimes you need help. Now, that takes an element of strength to admit that to yourself, that you need some help. Now, check this out. If it takes strength to admit it to yourself, imagine how much strength it takes to tell another person that you need some help. So when someone comes up to you and they decide to share something with you, and they're able to admit to you that they have a problem and that they need help, remember that that person is not just asking for help. They're not saying, I need help. They're not just saying that. They're saying, I trust you. So be there for yourself. Be there for each other, because you're worth the work. Now, I came here to do a little bit of rapping. Is it okay if I do one more jam? Okay, I also brought my homie ST Elements, and we got a couple things that I'd like to chuck out here. Does anybody like free stuff? Does anybody like free stuff? All right. Oh, the camera guy got that. All right, now we can cue that beat. Here, let's drop this beat. This track's called Breathe. I'm representing Kitsilano High School. I want to say hi to my mom, Sheila Mills from Burn Creek over there. Make some noise for my mom, y'all. Sheila Mills, ST Elements, Kitsilano Secondary. Make some noise.
You guys,
here we go.
And stand up if you like. Clap your hands. Have some fun right now.
It goes breathe,
breathe,
and release,
and release.
Let the pushing in your body roam free.
Run free.
Bring peace.
Bring peace.
Yes, peace.
That's peace.
So what's above?
In the middle.
And what's lying underneath. Now breathe.
Now breathe.
And release.
And release.
Let the tension in your body run free.
Run free.
Bring peace.
Bring peace.
Yes, peace.
That's peace.
So what's above?
In the middle.
And what's lying underneath. We can't bring back who we lost. Can't change what happened then. Just let that light lead us as we journey round the bend. Of course I'd change it if I could. Remove the bad to keep the good. But since I can't, I take a chance to hustle like I should. Find meaning in the mystery. Happiness in our history. Despite a tragic loss, continue living optimistically. Love is resurrected. That's everyone affected. We stay connected, feel accepted through our method of expression. Cliche, I know the more we share, the more we care. So show compassion and consider those suffering in despair. You lent a hand, you lent an ear. You opened up your hearts. I always knew that he was special.
And that's from the very start.
The wind beneath our wings, but the sun that made it so. Saw the seed for what it could be, and then he gave me room to grow. I say thank you to my fam. I say thank you to my friends. I put my all into this. I hope this makes us even stand. Now breathe,
breathe into the depths of your lungs, cause every single breath is a song being sung. So breathe, breathe into the pit of your soul. Pump the miracle that you get to control. Breathe, I know it gets hard sometimes. You're huffing and you're puffing on an uphill climb, but breathe and just don't give up on that, because I'll come along soon
and I have your back.
An exhaled breath is a word spoken meaning life, which is an acronym for love illuminates forever. Get it together for the better weather, coming from the drumming that can summon something better after get together. I feel it in my heart, I mean my heart can feel it. I'm giving it to you, so there's no way that you can steal it. I share it to tear it out of myself. I wear it on my sleeve, making something to believe in and begin that
forward motion.
How can we save the fish when we ain't even in the ocean? I dip, dip, dive, and so socialize. I clean out my heart and open up my third eye, and I see I ain't saving anybody but ST. I must manifest me freshly next week. Honestly communicate to elevate, the only way to get it straight, and it's never too late to breathe. Breathe into the depths of your lungs, cause every single breath is a song being sung. So breathe, breathe into the pit of your soul, and pump the miracle that you get to control. Breathe, I know it gets hard sometimes, cause you're huffing and you're puffing on an uphill climb, but breathe and just don't give up on that, because I'll come along soon and I have your back. Make some noise, Rogers Arena.
Wait. I'm in a position to spit in the facts and clear up what the mission is. Real talk on an issue, let's improve the way the system is. Death is a derivative, current plan is primitive. People aren't prioritized, take action, get organized, or expect some more to die. Rebuild before the storm arrives. Got ideas down on paper, time to get them formalized. A pillared approach, let's be leaders on the coast. Nutrition, counseling, and exercise, a sense of purpose leads to hope. Breathe, breathe into the depths of your lungs, cause every single breath is a song being sung. So breathe, breathe into the pit of your soul, and pump the miracle that you get to control. Breathe, I know it gets hard sometimes, cause you're huffing and you're puffing on an uphill climb, but breathe and just don't give up on that, because I'll come along soon and I have your back. Yes, yes. Give that to me. Give me a five. Give me
Trevor Mills, make some noise, everybody.
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out.
You guys are awesome. You guys are all so awesome.
These are my students from Kits. They're dope rappers and poets, too. Hopefully next year we'll be out there. Thank you so much for having us. Be well, be there for yourself, be there for each other. Thank you so much. Peace.
Thank you, thank you.
Free downloads are available.
Woo! How was that, everybody? So good, so good.
So good. Thank you so much to Trevor and to the Kitsilano Secondary students one more time. That was unbelievable. We are so lucky.
I just want to, I guess, speak to that strength it takes to do what Trevor's done with his story. Trevor, I mean, taking that type of experience and turning it into what he has, raising that money and awareness. I mean, a lot of people in that situation, you just shrink into yourself. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to do anything about it. So an example like Trevor, I mean, that's a true role model. And I think he deserves another round of applause from all of us for that. So, we are going to break for lunch, everybody. How about that? Woo! Yeah, your favorite part of the day. Right. Speaker's Corner. So in this back left corner over here, in that sort of empty space, a lot of the speakers from today are going to be hanging out there, and during your lunch break, you can chat with them. If you got inspired by someone, you want to meet one of them, that's where to do that.
And again, the discussion questions that are in your bags, we just encourage you to look at those discussion questions before the discussion this afternoon and just see kind of if any of them really resonate with you or if you have any thoughts.
And just a reminder for food, if you want to eat and get some snacks, you should have a lunch ticket, and you can go up to the concourse to grab your lunch. During lunch, get some of that food.
We also really want to encourage you, and I know you've already been doing this already, to attend the resource fair, talk to all the amazing booths and see what they're up to. They have amazing things to say and do. And there's an art project just right over here to the left, which is incredible, about putting a word down, and she's making it into a quilt.
Remember to join the Facebook group if you haven't yet. Keep posting that hashtag BOM Summit.
And the supportive listeners are here for you if you want anybody to talk to. Section 104 behind the glass.
And we'll come back here at 1 p.m. everybody. We'll see you then. Thank
Have
you,
a good
everybody.
lunch.
Woo!
Standing in a crowded room and I can't see your face. Put your arms around me.